morning students, welcome back to our today's video session of our chapter 5, that is time and motion. So till now we people have discussed about the measurement and how the olden people in olden time, they use different methods for the measurements. Got it? Now in the previous class we also have seen the conversion units for measurements, that is about the time 60 seconds which equals to 1 hour, then 60 minutes, time 60 seconds equals to 1 minute, then 60 minutes equals to 1 hour, and then 24 hours equals to 1 day. In this way 30 days equals to 1 month, and 365 days can make the complete year. So here now in this video session we will be learning about the different devices which we people use to measure out the time. So when you talk about our ancient times, people used different devices to measure out the time, as they used to follow the sand clocks. So basically what are these sand clocks? Sand clocks are nothing but the devices which we people are using to measure out the duration of time. Now what is actually this sundial? When we look at the sundial, this sundial is made up of two glass bulbs. When they are vertically connected by a narrow neck, that means two glass bulbs one over the other in inverted positions connected by a vertical or a narrow neck, and here it is filled with sand. One of the bulb is filled with sand, and when we keep the sand clock on the table, the sand slowly starts to fall down or flow into the lower bulb, and this flow of the sand into the lower bulb is actually not so fast and not so slow. So here this narrowness of the neck is designed in such a way that it gives a particular measurement of the time. So different sand clocks we have will give you different measurements of time. That means, for an example, certain sand clocks gonna take 1 minute to flow the complete sand into the lower bulb. Some of them may take 5, 10, 15 minutes. Based on the design, size of the bulb and the narrowness of the neck, it will give us the different measurements. That means it depends on the width, the quantity, as well as the roughness of the sand. If the smoother will be this sand, very quickly it falls down into the lower bulb. If it is quite rougher, it will take certain time, as well as if depends on the width. As the area increases, the pressure increases. So the downfall of the sand in the sand clock, it varies according to the time. So in this way they have designed the sand clocks in the ancient times to measure out the time period. At the same moment, the people also used sundials to measure out the time. What this actually the sundial is? So these sundials, basically they're comprising of a very flat plate, which has a pointer on it at the center. This pointer casts a shadow on that flat plate based on the sunrise. The way the sunlight is available, it's gonna cast a shadow on the flat plate. So based on the length of the shadow, people used to measure out the time. Like we have the Jantar Mantar in Delhi as well as in Jaipur. We have sundials constructed over there. So they cast a shadow on that flat plate, with the sunrise to the sunset. So based on the length of the shadow, the people used to decide out the time of the day, that is from sunrise to sunset. Then one more device which is used in the ancient times was water clock. What actually this water clock? It is also one of the timekeeping device which consists of a vessel, in which time is measured with the flow of the water. That means slowly, drop by drop, the water used to flow in the vessel. So that flow of water helps in measurement of the time for the people in the ancient times. Similarly, like our sand clock, here the sand flows and here the flow of the water. So these are the ancient devices people used to measure out the time. Now when we talk about the modern timekeepers, we have clocks and watches. So nowadays we have the modern timekeeping machines which we refer as clocks and watches. So now it is very easy for us to measure out the time. Anywhere by seeing our clock we can, okay, now very easily point out the times, okay, and as well as the watches what we have, the modern digital watches what is available in our gadgets, electronical gadgets. Okay, so the clocks what we use, they are quartz clocks, okay, hands watches. At the same moment the digital clocks, they are present everywhere. Now even also our micro ovens what we use in our homes, they also have the digitalized timekeepers on them. So when we want to heat up anything by keeping in the micro ovens, okay, we set a timer for that one, a timekeeper we set for that one, so that we can conclude whether the device what we have kept in our micro ovens is it ready, okay, so that we can have or we can eat it. So in this way, okay, we people designed the modern timekeepers, or we started using these modern time machines or modern timekeeping machines in our present day. Therefore the time measurement, like in world when we see at different places the time runs differently, so we have designed some standard clocks like Indian Standard Time. We have designed to know the timings that it should be common in all over the Indian continent, whereas GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time, okay, that will be common for the which people are following the GMT timetable. So based on the sunrise, sunset, these timekeeper machines have been designed which gonna give us the different times which we can study or which we can know, okay, about the whole day and the nights. Got it? That's all students in this video session. In the next video session we will be learning about the simple pendulum, how it works, and then we will move with the motion. Till then, have a good and wonderful day. Enjoy your day, students.